During the day, it may look like nothing more than a block of wood, plain and ordinary. But inside this block, hidden beneath its lifeless surface, a story is waiting to be revealed. Yesterday, with countless strokes of the blade, the story began to appear. Lines were carved, windows were opened, the doorway grew deeper. But even now, the wood is not alive. Because life in wood does not come from the knife alone. Life begins when the flame touches it. Today, fire takes over, and what was once only a carving slowly becomes a house that feels as though it has lived for centuries. I do not use one flame, but three. The gas tank torch, heavy and powerful, lays the foundation, burning deeply into the surface, darkening the pale skin of the wood until it looks ancient and strong. The pistol-shaped torch, direct and bold, cuts into the grain, pushing shadows into the lines, as if drawing veins beneath the surface, giving the house weight, giving it memory. And the pen torch, small and delicate, moves like a brush in the hand of a painter, touching the smallest corners, the edges of the windows, the curve of the doorway, etching detail where the knife could not, reminding us that even the smallest flame can leave the deepest mark. Three torches, three flames, three voices, each one shaping the character of the fairy house in its own way. The process begins with the body, the heart of the house. And as the flame spreads across the surface, the pale, empty color disappears, replaced by warmth, by depth, by contrast. The walls grow darker. The grain rises like hidden veins. And the house begins to look as though it has survived time itself. The door, once plain and shallow, now carries scars of fire. Lines that speak of age, of weather, of endurance. The windows, fragile yet strong, glow with new definition, as if waiting for real light to pass through. Even the patterns above the doorway, small scratches left by the blade, are transformed by fire into textures that breathe. No longer just lines, but symbols of life and time. When the white torches finish their work, the small pen torch takes over. And this is where patience is everything. I move slowly, almost like writing with flame. Each stroke deliberate, each mark permanent, each moment shaping not just wood, but meaning. Fire is not simply destruction. It is memory. It is transformation. It is the language through which the house learns to speak. The crackle of fire replaces the rhythm of the blade. The air is heavy with the scent of charred wood. And in that moment, The log is no longer just a log. It begins to feel like a home. A place with history. A place where a story might live. This is the paradox of craft. That something must be scarred before it becomes beautiful. That something must be burned before it can glow. That fire which destroys can also give birth. The fairy house is now more than a carving. It carries the marks of flame, the weight of time, and the silence of patience. Every flame has left its trace. Every mark carries a voice. And together they whisper that the house is ready to be lived in, even if only by imagination. But this is still not the end. The fire has awakened the wood. Yet one more step remains. To seal its body, to give it strength, to let it shine. In the next chapter, oil will flow into the grain, and hidden lights will be placed within. And when darkness falls, this house will not only look alive, it will breathe with light. The fairy will return home, the windows will glow, and the story, which began as a simple log, will finally reveal its secret.